3-1 goal. Welcome to podcast 22, maybe 23. Today we're talking about some football. If you like football, you'll love us. So subscribe and like and comment your favorite football goal ever. Right now, baby. Let's go. But what did you want to talk about to start?
Guys, Champions League football.
Champions League, the best league in the
Champion
world.
League. Chelsea are currently at the bottom of their fucking
Chelsea, they're having a stinker. They've
bottom of their
sacked Tuchel, and Potter has done nothing.
Graham Potter is here to save the day.
Malfoy called it. Potter,
you can't.
You told me I'm not allowed to say the C word. Why are you allowed to say it? That's what I thought.
I'm older.
You're
bitch.
older. Respect your elders, kids.
Yes, we can say cunt. You can't.
But yeah, Graham Potter's done nothing. He will do nothing. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen Chelsea ever do. He's been there for 3 minutes, but
apparently they're giving him like a $7 million deal or something too.
Yeah, that's kind of outrageous.
Who the fuck is Graham Potter?
Look, he was good at Brighton, and he
was very good at Brighton.
He brought Brighton from pretty much a championship team to a
mid-table
prem, to even pushing top 9, which is still mid-table, but
yes.
It's
impressive. It's impressive.
No, they're not in the lower half.
Yeah,
they've been consistently about 10-9.
But now he's gone to a top team, which is a different ball game in itself. You're not building players up. You're not working with a team to get better. You're not trying to push for mid-table. You're trying to win the league.
Yes, that's exactly what you're
trying
trying
to do. Do you think it was right to sack Tuchel? Because I do not at all. No. I think Tuchel is one of the best managers, or was, in the world.
I think Tuchel was kind of sloppy this year, though. Because Chelsea have been slacking a little bit. I don't think they're shit.
I think it was slack.
They've slacked off a bit.
I think it was slack to sack him. But the performances were showing themselves. Yeah, something had to be done.
Yeah, the players just weren't gelling together.
No.
Mason Mount's had a bit of a stinky start.
Yeah, where the fuck's he been?
Werner's gone, Lukaku's gone. They're getting rid of all the dead
Mount is literally gone. It's Havertz is their only player right now, isn't it?
I really like Havertz. Reece James is still playing well. He always plays well.
Reece James is a good player.
Chilwell, when he's not got an ACL injury, he's playing good.
True. Unpopular opinion, Alexander-Arnold is shit.
Unpopular opinion? That's popular these days.
I just watched, let's just say, I've always known that he's a great attacking-minded winger. He's not a fucking defender.
That's true.
I watched a video about Liverpool-Napoli and how he played. Yeah. And pretty much every goal came from him not defending.
Yeah.
The fourth one, where the guy just tapped the ball past him, ran into the box, you would think like, fuck, I'm the right back, he's just got around me, I'm going to fucking catch this guy and grab onto him. As soon as the guy got past him, he stopped and just started walking instantly and then came to a standstill.
If you have Virgil van Dijk behind you, can you slack off a bit?
No.
You can't?
No, you can never slack off.
Sorry. Not slack off. But can you, maybe Klopp's whole ideology is like, look, Van Dijk's there, just attack. Maybe that's what Klopp's saying. Because he keeps playing Trent, and everyone's looking at it saying, Trent is so shit at defending. Why is he still playing? It's because he's so good at attacking. I don't think Klopp cares.
The fact he had an 80 rating for defending last year.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's
0.
Like, how can he be an 87 rated right back? The guy can't defend.
Literally.
If he's a right back and he's getting an 87 rating, I think he should be a max of like an 82 for a right back. Max.
Yes.
If he was playing a right mid-role, which he kind of does for Liverpool, doesn't he? I kind of feel like Robertson will sit back. Although he does get forward, he's going to sit back further than Alexander-Arnold. And Gomez and Van Dijk and him are almost going to make up like a 3 while AA just goes running.
Well, I've got to be honest. 2 years ago, I would have said that Trent Alexander is better than Robertson. But because of Robertson's, tenacity and endurance, he's literally just up and down the edge of that field, the left-hand side of that field, 100 times a game.
It's impressive.
It's really impressive. And he's actually a good defender. And he's probably not as good an attacker, obviously.
Definitely
But what his job is to cross it in, and he's probably one of the best crossers in the world.
Too, yeah.
So he doesn't need to be a great attacker. All he needs to be is a good defender, which he is, and a good crosser, which he is.
Yeah, I think Reece James is a better defender than AA, and almost an equal attacker.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I wouldn't say he's the same level as AA with the crossing, the shooting.
Yeah.
But the crossing is almost the same from Reece James.
Yeah.
I like Reece James. I always have. He's a bit of a stockier build. He's shorter. But he gets it done. Look.
Trent's overrated. But let's not talk about Trent anymore.
Let's not talk about him.
Let's talk about Trent's friend. It's not Trent's friend.
Van
Dijk's here, right? And when Van Dijk plays for his country, he plays for the Netherlands. Yes. And when the Netherlands versus Belgium, the striker hits a bicycle kick in the 94th minute and hits the top corner.
Yeah,
but he misses.
Fucking crazy.
That was kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I just put up the video. It showed me.
I think it was his debut for the country.
Was it?
Come on, for your debut, playing for Belgium. It's the 94th minute.
It was just.
It gets crossed in. He does a bicycle kick. Hits the ball not perfectly, but almost perfectly. It goes to the top corner and hits the bar and goes out. I'd be fuming. I'd kill myself.
That would just.
No, I wouldn't.
It doesn't get worse. It doesn't get any worse than that as a striker.
It doesn't get any closer than that.
No, you've just done the hardest possible move and hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
Or the corner of the goal.
It was like the perfect pigeon. If it was 2 centimeters to the left, that top bin's hitting the bar and going.
Okay, enough talk about those fucking motherfuckers.
Yeah, overrated players, bro. Overrated.
Liverpool currently in the Champions League group.
Okay.
Are third.
Wow. They're third?
Yes.
Isn't there only 4 teams in each Champions League group?
Yeah.
Wow, so they're
currently third.
That's
embarrassing. Equal points, but behind on goal difference for Liverpool.
That's pretty poor.
Will they get through?
Yeah.
Against Ajax and I cannot remember the other 2 teams.
Ajax, Liverpool, the other team and the other team. Honestly, Liverpool is the best team out of those 4 teams, and I don't even know who the other 2 are. Yeah. So yeah, they will get out.
So they will.
But if they keep playing this way in the Champions League, they won't be getting past the quarters.
No, they won't be doing much.
They really need to step it up.
Yeah,
because City seem to be running away from everybody right now, and it's just like, even though it's technically Arsenal are still above them on the Premier League table, City just clearly look better than every team in the world right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want to be back up competing with City, you need to be playing 10 times better than you are if you're a Liverpool fan.
Most definitely.
Player.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Another group.
Groups.
Club Brugge.
Club Brugge.
Top of their group right now. 2 wins.
Underrated.
Out of 2. Athletic Madrid are third.
Wow, what is happening this year?
Struggling. It's a tough gig. Tough gig for Simeone.
All these big teams are like struggling this year.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy. In all the leagues, except for like the Bundesliga, which I think Bayern are winning, I assume.
I would say so.
Every league, it looks like it's a dogfight to win this year.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see Man City run away with it like crazy. I think Man City will probably still win.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to win by like 30 points again.
No, I think Real will win the Santander.
But I think it'll be close. I think every league is going to be close. Okay. Or at least I hope.
What I'm hoping getting closer with leagues?
Yeah. What I'm hoping for is a final day similar to last year, but with more teams involved. Because last year it was like Liverpool win, then they win the Prem. But if City win, they win the Prem. It's like, it's intense.
Yeah.
But I want to see that with like Man United, Arsenal, even chuck in a like Crystal Palace somehow getting to the top 4, something, fighting, do something.
That would be a cool little change up.
It'd be super cool to see that in like the final couple weeks of the Prem, rather than just City winning again. I mean, kudos to City if they do win, because they're fucking incredible.
Talking about City, Haaland. 11 goals. Now, I said this before, I said this in like the 10th episode of the podcast. We're talking about the season. I think Mitch said Haaland was going to flop.
No, I
like
never
a lot of
said
people
this.
did. And I said he was going to be the top goal scorer in the league, without a shadow of a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been in my exact words. And what has happened?
Yeah.
The City format, the way that they play, is just perfect for Haaland and how he is as a player. All they do is work the ball around, find the open man, or cross the ball in to never land and just hope that someone's there. And Haaland's always going to be standing there in the right position.
You know, you just said that I thought that Haaland was going to flop. I never said this. In fact, I went back and watched a video that we made a while back, and you said Haaland was going to score 25 goals this season, and I said 30. So I actually backed Haaland more than you. I said Haaland's going to be better than you thought he was.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God, I went back and listened to it.
I think I said 35.
No, you said 25.
Pretty sure I said 35.
Maybe you changed it, but
he's going to break the record.
Your first thought was 25, and then I was like, I think he's getting 30. And then you might have said 35 after that.
At least we're both on the same track.
Yeah, well...
Okay. He's going to break the record this year. No. Is he going to break it first year?
No. He's going to get injured.
He's going to get injured?
Yeah. There's no way.
Do you think he could get injured,
Look,
though?
Sometimes in life, the universe has to balance some things out. And a cheeky injury to Haaland just balances things out a bit. And it's going to happen, just naturally.
Once he's been in England for 5 years, he'll then transfer to English nationality.
Yep.
And start playing for England.
And he'll never win the Ballon d'Or. No, but I think he can just change
now. If he runs on the field out with 10 men, he's out there by himself.
Michael Owen once said, "You're out there on your own with 10 mates."
Which makes fucking no sense. Anyway, I have a question for you.
Oh shit, tell me.
There have been 4, I tell you.
Whoa.
4 red cards in the Premier League this year.
Oh, okay.
Now, I need you to name me 2 of the players that have received a red card this year.
Make it all 4.
You guys, if you know the answer to this, no, there is no way that you would get it. If you know the answer to this, guys, make sure you write it down before Mitch says it right now. Because I know you guys fucking know this. If you're watching this, you know this. There's 4 players that have got a red card. I need 2 of the names.
I know one straight off the bat, Darwin Núñez.
Yes, he has one.
He headbutted Lewis Dunk or something? I don't know who
one of those cuerdos.
Yeah.
Cuerdo.
Yeah, so that was the first one that popped in my head.
That's one.
Darwin Núñez.
There have been 3 others this year alone.
Okay. Oh, there was one. There was 2 in one game, I think. Chelsea. Rudiger? No. Rudiger went to Real Madrid, didn't he? Koulibaly.
Who's the other big black
man? Koulibaly.
Daddy, yes! Got a red card.
Let's go. I remember.
Can we go 3 from 3?
No, because in that game, I think the other team got red card as well. Who were they versing? Because I think there was 2 red cards in that game.
If what you're saying is the way that it is, it was Wolves.
Oh.
If what you're saying is true, it must have been Wolves. Or... No, I can't tell you the other team.
Pedro Neto?
No.
No.
The other player, there's 2 more. You will not know one of them.
Give me a hint for both of them. I want to get this.
One was from Wolves, and one used to play for Chelsea.
And one used to play for Chelsea! I'm feeling like maybe a goalkeeper? Maybe getting like a red card? No, that'd be more...
Eden Hazard fucked De Bruyne's girlfriend.
Really? No, that was Courtois. Yeah. Courtois stole De Bruyne's girlfriend.
Yeah, no.
And then De Bruyne scored against him.
And then looked at that bitch!
Imagine doing that.
Was he on big money now?
My heart, huh? Oh, yeah.
Best centre mid in the game right now.
I don't know the other players, but I got the 2 out of 4. I got that question right.
One is something Collins. Fucking weirdo. No idea what his fucking name is. His name is Nathan Collins.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Who the hell is that guy?
Some noob.
And Conor Gallagher.
Oh, I was going to say that just as a guess. Wow. When was that?
No idea. Just said it in the stats. There was 4. Those are the 4. You're not bringing that shit up.
I think it must have been something in the back of my head saying like Conor Gallagher, because I fully thought Conor Gallagher, but I just didn't say it, which sucks. But I have some facts for you. These aren't questions. These are just facts. So I would like you to just...
Are they about Footaboru?
Footaboru facts.
No, Footaboru.
Okay. Well, actually, let's not go to facts just yet, because I realize that the first thing I wrote down isn't a fact. It's a thing that I saw.
Okay.
FIFA. Yeah? At the World Cup 2022 are going to be implementing an automatic offside system to make offsides done much quicker. Almost like a goal line technology. Hits the bar, the ref looks. Does it go in? Does it not go in? No go or goal. Just real quick, offside.
Do we like it?
I think it'd be great.
I think it'll be great.
I think it'll fix football forever.
Why do we have fucking idiots
Yeah.
running down the sideline?
It's literally unnecessary to have these people
Oh,
now.
fuck off. Just have a system that goes up and down, a camera or whatever, goes up and down the pitch the whole time.
Yeah.
A robot, essentially. Up, down, if they notice it's offside, bing, ref gets a thing, red, offside, bang.
Yeah.
Blow the whistle, offside,
That'd
we go
be
again.
perfect. Literally, like, just do something like this.
Surely someone can fucking create a laser beam from side to side. Or we just get a rope and two guys stand either side of the pitch. Two Mexican guys stand either side of the pitch with a rope that goes the full length of the
grab
pitch, and they just hold it. They just hold it at the guy's ass and stand on the last man, and they just run with them as they run.
What if it's like an Ousmane Dembele, one of the fastest players in the world, and you're just like these Mexicans, like
It's fucking
like running across the border.
Exactly, they're pretty good at that, so I'm sure they'll be able to keep up.
You know who needs to keep up? Teams that are losing by 2 goals. So
True.
why not make a goal from outside of the penalty box worth 2 goals?
No.
Why not? I was thinking this, like,
never gonna happen.
basketball, you shoot from further away, you get more points. You shoot from closer to the goal, you get less points.
We would have to change everything about football. We would have to make a normal goal 2 goals and an outside 3, because you can't make it 2 points. You can't make it double, in my opinion. You could make it 1.5 times.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
And
why
then
don't
there'll
we
be
do
bigger
that?
score lines.
Yeah,
then it'll
that'd
be
be
like
cool.
12-10.
That'd be sick.
And I reckon that'll bring in like Americans and stuff that are all about, numbers, it's
And
only
if
2-0.
If the score's like 1-0 and you get a free kick in the 90th minute, you can win the game.
I hope I didn't offend any Americans. You guys are great.
Oh, but then maybe that would cause, like, you can't have draws, just like in basketball. Like, you can't have basketball draws because it goes to overtime and it's like, you have to win the game. What if they implemented something like that into football where there's no such thing as a draw? It always goes to either extra time or penalties or something, and there has to be a winner each game.
They never would because of times on TV and
Yeah,
everything.
I'm just spitting out thoughts.
Yeah, I know,
that-
I like it because you always want a winner. No one ever wants to be like,
yeah,
we drew.
it's like, they drew 0-0. Like,
Yeah, that's
at least chuck in some penalties at the end of the game.
yeah, no, but a penalty's a real system to
But
work out.
maybe
that's
penalty.
good.
Yeah,
A penalty's good enough to. You guys had your grand final. You played a full game of 90 minutes. A really tough game. I love watching it. The whole time was just energetic, backwards and forwards, the whole game. And then you go to penalties. Do you think that it makes sense? Do you think it's worth it? Because my fiance is looking at the game going, this isn't fair. Why are we doing penalties?
Yeah.
Why is there penalties? Why isn't it they're playing football? Because it's not football.
I think it's like,
It's having the skill.
should it be golden goal? But what if like golden goal goes on for like another 90 minutes?
Players will be dead before
Yeah.
that. Players will go down before then, I'm sure.
Or maybe they could do something like at the end of 120 minutes, before it goes to penalties, you can at the end of the 90 minutes, you can make another 3 subs for the next 30.
Oh shit.
So you only get you get 5 subs now, but you can get extra subs, so it's not as bad. So then like the players won't be as tired.
Mm-hmm.
They can score more. Make it golden goal, because then it's like it has to be a goal.
Yeah, this is a tough subject.
It is a tough.
It's really tough to nail. Like, what would be the best situation to have over just stopping the whole game and going to a whole bunch of penalties with a goalkeeper and a player that wants to score?
Do you think so? So in football, approximately 60 minutes of football is played in a 90-minute game because the ball goes out.
Yep.
And keepers take forever to kick the ball.
Yep.
Stuff like that, wasting time wasters. Going down for injuries. Do you think it'd be better for football to have like a 60-minute timer going down and they stop the clock every time it's out? So they're playing for still probably about 90 minutes because they have to stop the clock, but the 30-minute halves go for about 45 minutes because they stop the clock every time the ball goes out. And you have to score before the timer hits 0.
And then it's just done.
Yeah,
No
so it's
extra
like,
time.
there's 10 seconds left, we have to score. We're 1-0 down. It's like, let's get it up, let's go. And then you score with 1 second left instead of you score in the 97th minute. Would that not be cool? Maybe?
That's a great suggestion. I'm not going to tell you it's not. But I kind of maybe it's a bit like that. I just kind of like our system now.
Yeah, no,
Rather than
I like the
change it.
system now.
But that
I'm
sounds like
just
it would be
spitballing.
very, very entertaining.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
The only thought that I had about it is maybe football is too big of a field, big of a game, where if there's 10 seconds left, maybe something like basketball would happen and like they just sort of walk it off and it's like, oh, there's no way we're scoring. Good game, guys. And with 20 seconds left, it's like, oh, there's no point.
As
We're in
they
our defensive half.
Yeah.
Just like basketball. I hate that, by the way. Play till the whistle, and then you can start.
Well, it's a gentleman's thing. They have like a gentleman's agreement. Don't
It's just-
score at the end if you're winning.
Literally stupid. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And basketball, Stephen Curry's the GOAT.
Yeah, I think
some guy was like, oh, you don't know anything about basketball. You probably just started watching basketball. Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. I still think Steph Curry's the GOAT, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's my opinion. Fuck you. But to everyone else, I love you so much. And you should subscribe. Okay, I have some football facts.
Okay. Let's go.
Fact numero uno.
Okay.
A football game will not start if there are no corner flags.
Okay.
This happened in the 1974 World Cup final. Germany versus Holland. The staff forgot to put the flags on, and the game was delayed like 30 minutes.
And they were killed.
And they all died from a lightning strike.
It's like that Somali team.
Like the Somalian team.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's kind of crazy. You're not allowed to start a game without corner flags? Don't you think that's a bit weird?
We've got Jamie Vardy breaking them every fucking time he scores.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, fact number 2. Goalkeepers can only hold the ball for 6 seconds.
Yes, I knew
Did you know that?
Yes.
Well,
Although it's never ever implemented
that's
as
what I was
6
thinking.
seconds.
I think everyone knows that fact, but goalkeepers hold it for 10, even 20 seconds sometimes, and they don't get called up.
So when they catch it and they hit the deck, that's the whole thing, like wasting time. So then they can stay down there for maybe 5 to 6 seconds. Then
when they stand
slow getting up. And then once they're up, it's 6 seconds. But 6 seconds is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're still holding it. And the ref will be like, come on, mate. And then he throws it up and kicks it. So it's almost like a 15 to 20 second process.
Literally. And it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
In the 2012 Olympic Games, USA versus Canada women's team, the Canadian team were up 3-2 in the 80th minute. The goalkeeper of the Canadian team held it for too long, and the ref called it
And
gave him a free kick inside the box. They didn't score that, but they had a shot. Handball, they got a penalty and they won. They scored and then they went on to win the game. So USA won the game when they were 3-2 down in the 80th minute because of this rule. Because the goalkeeper held it for longer than 6 seconds.
That's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Fuck Canada.
And fuck Canada. USA won.
Actually, I fucking love Canadians. I'm sorry, you guys are fucking...
Yeah, why'd you make me say that? I love Canada.
I didn't make you say nothing. Canadians are some of the nicest people I've ever seen or met in my life.
Canadians? Canadians, you mean? Nah, sorry. They are quite nice. They're quite cool. And they're right next to America, right? Yeah.
Way to go.
Fact number 3. You can't set up your own back pass. So, if you have the ball and you need to pass it back to your goalkeeper, you can't flick it up to your head, header it back, and then he can't grab it if you do that.
I've seen this.
It needs to be like a natural, like in the air, and then you header it back. You can't like set it up.
I saw Perisic do this the other week.
Yes. Oh, it was like a year ago now.
A year ago, yeah. But flicked it up, headed it back, and
then they got a foul for it.
Yeah.
And Perisic was like, what? He didn't know the rules, and he's a professional footballer. What the hell are you doing, man?
Breaking rules.
But these are quite weird rules. A bit niche rules that no one really thinks about.
Apparently, me and Mitch have Viking feet.
Yes, Viking feet. You see how I have a curve? You probably can't see, but I have a bit of a curve. That means that I'm a Viking.
We're pretty much Vikings.
So, because the Vikings like to share their DNA with everyone. In other words, rape.
Fuck anyone.
Unfortunately. And they have lots of kids around the world. And we are descendants of those Vikings.
We'll talk about that more on the next podcast if you guys want to listen.
Where we're going to talk about Vikings.
Yeah.
Yep. I have another fact for you. Another 2 facts, actually. Fact number 4. A player can refuse to be substituted. It's not just goalkeepers. I thought only goalkeepers could refuse to be substituted. Mm-hmm. But any player can just be like, no.
I'm coming off.
Hey, Mitchell, come off. No.
Stay on?
No, I'm not coming off. The ref's not allowed to do anything. He literally, if the player doesn't go off, he just needs to wait until maybe something happens and then play on.
We never see professional players do this though, because they respect the club, they respect the manager, and if you don't, you're probably going to lose your job.
Yeah, but Kepa didn't.
Kepa didn't. But...
Kepa, the goalkeeper of Chelsea, once did this. Thomas Tuchel was like, "Yeah, Kepa, the goalkeeper, come off. We're subbing you off for this other goalkeeper." And Kepa went, "No, I'm not coming off." And then he was like, "No, come off, come on." And he was, no. And then the game just played on. He stayed on, and nothing happened. And he's still playing football to this day. Yep. That's like a Karius moment, in my opinion. He should be sacked, chucked in.
I would not be happy at all.
Belgium 3rd League. Fuck off, Kepa.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't like you, Kepa.
Spanish dog.
Probably a
nice
Chelsea
guy.
fan or something.
Yeah.
Fact number 5. You can be red carded before a game.
Well.
Did you know that? And did you know, fun fact, Patrice Evra, when he was playing for Manchester United, actually, yeah, he went to kick a fan because they were being racially abusive towards him. And then he got red carded for trying to kick a fan. It was before the game though, so Manchester United fortunately were allowed to still start with 11 men. Because if it's before a game, you can still sub someone.
That ref is fucking racist.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Literally. Well, I don't know. It's assumed that they were being racially abusive because he went
That guy got racially abused every single game that he played.
He did, and he was... he was underrated.
Suarez called him a fucking N-word.
Really?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No.
Suarez used to abuse him all the time and called him that once or twice when they were playing one another. And then when they played again in that same season... Evra was shaking everyone's hand and just walked straight past him at the end of the beginning of the next match that they played.
Wow.
All respect, and fair enough.
Fair enough.
Does that taint Suarez's memory?
Suarez?
Does that taint his reputation?
Does that taint his memory?
Well,
his memory. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, he fucking called Evra Little Nick.
No, that definitely taints him. He's officially not as good as Lewandowski anymore. Lewandowski would never do that. Lewandowski is better than Luis Suarez. And
Lewandowski seems like a nice guy.
Lewandowski is better than R9 Ronaldo.
Not going to argue.
I still think Luis Suarez is better than R9 Ronaldo as well, even though he said the N-word.
Louis.
Fuck you for saying the N-word, but yeah.
The dead fish was vibes.
The dead fish?
Fuck, that was pretty sick.
There was one of our podcasts, we did that dead fish at the exact same time, and I was watching it and it was like really satisfying to see. But speaking of
2, 1.
Speaking of satisfying things to see, just before we end this podcast, I played a football game on the weekend. Guys, when I tell you I played phenomenal, I mean it. Guys, I don't want to brag, but I played the best game I don't want to brag. I played the best game ever.
The best game ever.
We won 9-2.
9-2
against the champions of West Pennant Hills League area.
Los Cuerdos.
We won the Northern Beaches comp.
Holy shit.
Winners. And then we go on to play in the champion of champions.
Against this
scum. And we win 9-2.
9-2, guys.
I'd 9 to be them.
I'd 8 to be them.
I wanted to be able to say that, but we won 9-2.
You fucked up. You scored too many goals.
Yeah. We regret it. We shouldn't have scored.
Fuck.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to let you guys know that Seaforth Football Club is the best football club in the world. And we're going to win the champion of champions.
MV forever. See you guys.
Goodbye.